promised you that we are going to talk about matters to do with the Rhino Charge event and EV Explorers Rhino Charge team. And we are joined here in studio by Timothy Kabiru, who is the team leader at the EV Explorers Rhino Charge. Tim, karibu sana SportyFM.
Thank you very much, guys. It's
yes.
Nice to be here.
Now, surprised of you're telling us that hujawahi tusikia.
I should never have said that. But I told you, some of us are old school, Bona.
Yeah.
We have old habits, and we rarely turn our radio dials to other stations. So please accept my apologies. Now that I know you, I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna be listening.
Yeah, please, wherever you are in Nairobi, 105.0 FM.
Yeah, fantastic.
And then online as well.
And online, absolutely.
And online, eh?
Yeah.
We go digital, eh?
You go digital.
Wherever you are.
We go with changes in time.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Fantastic.
And maybe for someone listening to us here for the first time, now that umesema, because this is your first time here, Tim ni nani? For someone listening to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Tim Kabiru is my full name.
Yeah.
My friends call me Kush. Actually, some people don't even know my full name because Kush is a nickname I got when I was a very small child.
Yeah.
And everybody has used that name for years and years and years. So sometimes I still meet people and I introduce myself with my government name.
Yeah.
And they're like, who is that? We don't even know who that is. But I'm a banker, a retired banker. And now I'm an entrepreneur in financial services.
Yeah.
And yes, I am a young, old man, maybe you can say. So I'm still enjoying my life.
Yeah.
And loving life. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And one of the things that you do love is the Rhino Charge. I don't know, where did that passion begin for you?
Yeah. So me and a bunch of friends have always enjoyed going out of town, road trip, with the boys, you go, you hang out.
Yeah.
And so many years ago, I think the first Rhino Charge we went to was 1999.
Yes.
Where were you guys in 1999?
Very young. Yes.
So we went there as spectators.
Yeah.
And of course, we had a fantastic time there. And we decided that, look, we want to do it. We want to participate. We want to be amongst the competitors who do this crazy looking sport. And and from then we were addicted. So six of us, or five of us, got together. Myself, of course, our chairman, who's Richard Kiplagat, they would have all loved to be here, but they're actually on their way up towards Nanyuki already. Wagai Kimeria, he's a captain in he's a pilot, and he's the guy who's driven our cars from that time. And then we have Chris Wahome, who we call Dex, and then Andrew Waitito. And sometimes we incorporate one or two of our other friends who are brave enough to join us, but that's been the core team since we started. So we fell in love with the event, and we acquired an old 1979 Jeep J8, 5.9 liter engine, 12 cylinder, and we competed with that car for 9 years. Yeah, we competed with it for 9 years until it literally started to fall apart, and then we took a break. And we've been on a break for about the same amount of time, maybe 9 years or so. And then 3 years ago we decided to go back, and that's why me and you guys are talking today.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
You've said maybe you are also trying to loop in friends who are brave enough to join you. That statement was the sport as dangerous, or what would this statement mean?
I mean, for a spectator, for the first time, you might think these guys are crazy. Because essentially you build these very powerful four-wheel drive cars, and then you drive them through virgin bush, and try to move from one place to another in the straightest line possible. So that you do the shortest distance. And the Rhino Charge is made up of 13 of those spots, those points, and you have to try and move your car in the shortest distance between all 13 points, between 7 a.m. and 6 p.m. And when I say virgin, there's no roads. The terrain is completely unknown to you before you go there, so you can't plan for it. You just have to figure it out as you go.
Yeah.
So 80% of it is building a car that can manage that type of terrain.
Yeah.
And then the other 20% is the team being able to work together, figure out things on the go, so that you're able to get from one point to another alive. And there are hills and valleys and river beds and gullies and bush and thorns and everything that goes with the Kenyan outdoor bush environment.
So is it fun?
I mean, it's fantastic. I can't explain it. You have to experience it to really understand what we're saying. I mean, it's just fantastic. It's exhilarating. It's tiring. So you have a driver and a navigator who are usually in the car.
Yes, and then the rest. But that was my next question. Yeah, because you said that team is 5.
Yes,
5 people.
Yeah.
So what are the roles now?
So I think the maximum number you can run is 6 people.
Okay.
We run 5. Have been running 5 for most of the years, and we will invite a friend once in a while. So you have the driver and the navigator. So the day before the night before. Yeah. Actually, let me go back a bit even further. You don't get to know where you're going until about a week or 2 before the event. That makes sure that teams can't go to those places
and do
and recce.
Yes.
So then you get the notes, and you get to know where you're going to go to what they call the check-in. And from the check-in, there are directions to where the camp is, and around that camp is where the Rhino charge is held. On the day before the charge at about 5 p.m., they give you a map, a topographical map of the area. And they give you 13 coordinates. Those long to numbers that you used to do is it from 3 or from 2 geography?
Yes.
Yeah.
Coordinates,
so they give you those coordinates, and you have to convert those coordinates into points on the map. And then put them onto your GPS, so that when you're on the ground, you can see where you are and where the next point is. And then you have to plan the whole 13 points, because all the cars start from different places, and you have to plan your route. Should I go from 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way till 13, or should I go to 1, 13, 7, 6, 5, and do them different directions based on what you know about your car, what you feel about the terrain, because you can see the contours of the terrain. And so you plan your route. So then the navigator has all this information, and he supports the driver in the car and tells him this is the direction we want to go. And he's listening to us other guys who are running in front of the car, because we have to run ahead and try to inform the driver what's the route, what it looks like, so that you want to pick the area of what you call least resistance. And that's why it's called the Rhino charge. So you're going through the bush like a rhino. You're just crashing through trees, bushes, going over into rivers, over hills and stuff like that. And so it's fantastic. It's very tiring, very challenging. But my goodness, it's just amazing when you're in it. And the spectators love it too. I mean, when we're out there, there's quite a number of spectators, and they love the weekend activity also.
But then when you mentioned 13 points, now if you start in the morning until evening, what's the total number of then kilometers that you should have covered? Well,
so the number of kilometers will depend on what you plot. How you plot the from where you start until where you finish. Some of the very, very experienced and very aggressive teams do less than 30 kilometers, about 30 kilometers. Some teams do 100, 70, 80 kilometers. So the idea is to do it in the shortest distance possible. I think that over the years, my observation has been that it's generally around, the winners generally do around 30 to 35 kilometers, but it's the toughest 35 kilometers that you can imagine. Because if you're going straight, It means that if there's a cliff, you're literally you're going down that cliff, or you're taking the very short distance around it. So it varies from event to event. But generally, it's about that kind of distance.
Yes, and of course, as your team, that is the EV Explorers team, is of course a bit different, because in terms of your car, it's more electric. This is the second year now. You're going with the electric vehicle. So from last year, of course, you didn't finish last year. You got some few challenges, mechanical issues. You were not able to finish it. So what are some of the changes that you guys have looked at it and said, tutaenda tutengeneze, and then now this year we go again. And why electric as well?
That's a great story. The Rhino Charge is all about conservation. And particularly conserving our water towers and our forests. And so all the resources that the teams raise go towards supporting the Rhino Ark charitable trust that then has some fairly elaborate activities around our water towers, primarily fencing. So when we were competing with our Jeep, we were very happy with it. It did really, really well, and we became very attached to the vehicle. So it was kind of sad to let it go. But when we were on our break, we also started to think about, how do we compete? Not only going back to compete, but how are we going to compete? And we wanted to compete in a way that was aligned to the mission of conservation, and sustainability came across as something that we wanted to champion. And so we said, how about we build an electric vehicle? And everybody said, you guys are crazy. There's absolutely no way you can build an electric vehicle to compete in such a difficult event. But guess what? We got to work. We were challenged by our chairman. And we got to work together with our sponsors, whom we're very grateful for, and I hope I get a chance to mention our sponsors at some point. And so we built this thing. And we, I'm the keherehere on the team, so I'm not the technical guy, but there are a couple of other guys who are very technical, and of course we have a great support system led by Silent Savannah, who essentially convert, normal combustion engines into electric engines, and they came on board and they were also excited to take up this challenge, and they put together this electric vehicle. And last year we entered it for the first time, and we didn't know, we had so much we didn't know about the vehicle. And so the best way to learn is on the job. So we jumped into the car and we took off, and the car performed really, really well, much better than all our expectations. In fact, it exceeded our expectations, because the power, the torque that the car had was so high that it broke. We ended up breaking part of our drivetrain. So the transfer box that takes power from the battery to the axles, it broke that, because there was so much power coming out of the electric motor and then getting into the transfer box to distribute to the wheels. So it actually sheared and broke that system. So we had to stop after 6 checkpoints, which was not bad. I mean, 6 out of 13, first time in an EV car. We felt pretty good about ourselves. We were disappointed, of course, but we were now very motivated. We knew that we were onto something, and so we said, look guys, let's go again this year. And we listed down all the failure points that we noticed, and we went to work on them. We spent a lot of time on safety, fire suppression. We also spent a lot of time on the drivetrain. We changed our prop shafts into heavy duty prop shafts. We changed our transfer box. We got a heavy duty transfer box. We even improved the gearing inside the transfer box, so that all the bits and pieces in there were reinforced. And then we also worked on the mountings, from the engine mountings all the way to the transfer box mountings. We worked a lot on that. We raised the car further. We put in longer shocks. And I think we're feeling pretty good about it. We've tested it 3 or 4 times this year, now we're ready to go. We've got 2 batteries in there. Each battery weighs 500 kilograms. So we think we've got easily about 40 hours of performance and range.
Yeah.
But this is the Rhino charge. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
So depending on the terrain, we are also going to learn about how much range we have on the batteries. But if everything holds together, we're really hopeful that we can finish this year. Yeah.
But then now that you guys last year and this year you're going to use an electric vehicle, how is it different from the normal cars that also participate in the Rhino charge?
Yeah, so normal combustion engines, they're really great cars out there. All the other cars are also really competitive. And of course, people have invested quite a lot of resources building out these cars so that they perform very, very well.
Yeah.
So from the outside looking in, there isn't very much difference between a normal combustion engine and the electric vehicle.
Yeah.
I mean, the only difference is how do you power the vehicle? And so we've just taken out the engine and put in batteries and a motor.
Yeah.
But the rest of the car really looks and feels the same. So you got to make sure that it has the clearance, it has the power, the right tires, the right shocks, the right axles, props, and all of those things. And all the other teams have to do the same thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're gonna see, how maybe once we become more accustomed to driving the EV, we'll start to figure out what's our competitive edge over a normal combustion engine. And so we're still learning about that.
Yeah.
But this is the direction the world is gonna go.
Yeah.
We're if we're not driving an electric vehicle or using some type of electric mobility, we're reading about it. We're watching it online, and it's growing and growing and growing. And that's the direction the world is going.
Yeah.
And if you look at the price of diesel and fuel, I mean, you got to start thinking. Is this something that we need to start thinking about more seriously?
Yeah.
And also for the environment
as well.
Of course, it's great for the environment. Yeah.
Yes, and something else. I'm just curious about now the cost. I'm sure you're a numbers guy.
Yeah.
And I'm sure this just coming up with a car from scratch.
Yeah.
And then it's electric. How has been in terms of how have you guys been managing in terms of the cost and the investment that gets into it?
Many times we would be awake at night wondering whether we'll ever get this project complete.
Yeah.
But yes, it was costly because we were building this car from scratch. The only thing that we had that was sort of ready to go was the chassis. The chassis is a Land Rover chassis. Everything else we built and purchased locally. And the only way we were able to do that was with the support of our sponsors, who have been very, very kind to us over 2 years. For many of them have been supporting us for over 2 years. Like I said, guys, I really do I hope you'll give me a chance to mention their names, but because they have been so good to us, and that's how we managed to get through it.
Okay.
We spread it over 2 years. The garage and the technical team that was working with us also were very gracious. A lot of their labor they provided almost at no cost, and so that was also really awesome. And over time, we were just able to put things together slowly, and we got here. So it is an expensive undertaking, and we certainly wouldn't have been able to do it with our sponsors. But now most of the components are behind us. Now we just have to tweak it and keep making it better and better, and hopefully start this year with a finish. Next year, get into a position, try to get up there on the top 10, and then hopefully go for a podium in year 3 because we've got a 3-year plan.
Absolutely. And when you say that, of course, this is, can you say manufacturing in Kenya? What does that tell you about the manufacturing sector within the country? Is there a possibility that surely manufacturing sector in Kenya is able to do stuff?
Man, Kwanya, let me tell you, the engineers in Kenya are brilliant. I mean, it's amazing. These are young guys, who are quietly trying to earn a living, working in garages, but the knowledge they have is incredible. I mean, these guys just got around that axle that shell that we had, and they designed this car. They designed it. They started, and by design, it's not just what you see; it's what's inside.
Yeah,
they designed the entire electric system. They designed the drivetrain. They designed the passenger, the seats and the inside of the car. They designed the safety features. They designed every single thing, and then they went ahead and built it. I mean, so what does that tell you about these Kenyans? These Kenyans are just not being given an opportunity. Nobody's investing in this kind of thing. If you invest, the people are here. They know how to do it. It's just that our young people are being ignored. And so the opportunity is massive. If we could just, think about harnessing all this, all our resources, because we have everything here. Let me also remind you, a lot of our power produced here is climate friendly. It's not from fossil fuels. So if you look at the whole chain from the power production, then we put that into electric mobility. We have a 360-degree clean energy cycle. So I mean, Kenya is ready. I mean, I'm not a technical guy, but just as a layman and watching those young guys and thinking about all the others who must be out there, I mean, it's incredible what's out there. So I mean, if we are opening people's eyes, then that's going to be our contribution, and we'll be very proud of it. But we really need to think about harnessing this talent and knowledge within our young population and putting it to work for us.
And of course, when you're undergoing such a big project, of course, as you mentioned, you need partners, you need sponsors, people who sort of see the same vision. So when you guys decided, of course, we are going for the electric vehicle, you approached partners, potential sponsors. How was that process? How was the reception? How easy or how hard was it?
Raising money is always difficult. It doesn't matter what the cause is. And especially now, companies are challenged. They're all challenged, trying to put all the resources they can into their core business. And so it was challenging to approach them, but yes, we did get a number of them who were alive to the challenge. And yes, it was difficult, but they came around. And we tried to look at partners who also, were aligned to this or could find alignment to this type of, event. First of all, the event itself, and also the idea of electric mobility in general. And so when we started to talk to them, their eyes started to open, and they came through, big time. And now they've done it for the second year, so we're really excited about them.
Tim, can we say this sport is an elitist sport? A sport for the rich people?
Well, I certainly, like I said earlier, there are resources that you require to invest to be able to participate. But there are many ways to participate in the Rhino Charge. You can go as a spectator, and just as a spectator, when you attend, your ticketing and all of that goes towards conservation. You can get involved in a team, like some of the young guys who we were working with. Get involved in a team and offer your expertise, and that's also a way you can participate. But yes, it does require resources, and most teams turn around and look for partners, and that can be done by anyone. You and I can decide tomorrow we want to participate in the Rhino Charge, and all we have to do is be able to sell an idea to sponsors. And some of these sponsors are excited about getting on board good ideas that are likely to make an impact, especially for their brand. So yes, it does require resources, but I think if you're organized and you're able to turn around and talk to partners, I think you can raise those resources locally and from friends and family, and be able to participate. One thing for sure, you're doing good by participating. I mean, if you look at what the Rhino Charge has done, I think they've built is it almost 900 kilometers of fence, which and the impact of that is immeasurable.
And of course, you have apart from just the last 2 years, of course, using the EV, you've participated in the Rhino Charge almost, let's say, 10 years, 9 years thereabout. I don't know what has been the hardest terrain so far.
Some people say some people have different opinions.
Yeah.
My opinion is that the hardest terrain we faced is where they're going now, up in northern Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
Samburu area.
Yeah.
I think that terrain is very, very, very challenging.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of very high hills,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's a lot of gullies because there's a lot of livestock, and livestock dig those what we call gorongos. And then there's thorns. There's wildlife. And Kenya's been having a lot of rain, so I think the rivers are probably flowing up there.
Yeah.
So it's very, very tough out there. But every single rhino charge has been different. We've charged in the Mara. That was different because the rhino guys don't make it easy, regardless of where they take you.
Yeah.
They look for the most difficult terrain that they can find, and then they say, "This is where we're going to do it." Here. So, but up north there has been very, very challenging, and they tend to be up in the north because there's more space. The checkpoints tend to be a little bit further apart.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so it's even harder.
As teams, how do you guys deal with the breakages that come up with? Because ulisema, it's you guys, these events take place in virgin lands, and of course with the difficulties that come with it, breakages, mechanical challenges that come with these breakages. How do you guys deal with it? Ama gari kiaribika, you retire.
Yeah. You have a limit with respect to what you can carry in the car in terms of parts to replace, and so you carry what you can. You carry the tools that you can, and then you carry knowledge, and you also pray and hope you have good luck. You can fix some things out there. Other things, you just can't. If you have a flat, you could probably fix that easily.
Yeah.
If you need to, fix some cabling issues, you could probably do that. But I mean, if you have major damage to your car, like your drivetrain, or maybe you lose your 4-wheel drive, it's a challenge because you could be in the middle of nowhere. In 1 year, we left our car where it broke down, the Jeep that I spoke about. We left it there. And it took a week to get it out of there. So I mean, so it's a lot of luck here. But you carry what you can. Some teams even carry one of their team members is a mechanic. Somebody who really understands vehicles. Yeah. So if you do that, that's an added advantage. But for us guys who are just buddies, we just get to know the car. We test it as much as possible. Spend a lot of time in the garage as it's been built, so that if something happens, we can deal with it. But really, you can only deal with some things. Yeah.
So there's no element of racing against time with this competition, because you
have until 6 p.m.
Yeah, because we see it with the WRC, the Safari Rally. If you get a puncture and you waste time fixing it, then you lose on time. So you start in the morning until 6.
Till 6. You plan yourself, 13 checkpoints.
And it has to be done within 6.
You have to go to each of them. There's a check, just like the rally. The guys will stamp your card. You go to the next one. You have to be done by 6.
Is there some relief that comes with it once you get through this 13 points, you complete? Yes, you are not part of the podium, but you finish.
Absolutely.
Is there some relief that you say,
yeah, the achievement is fantastic. I mean, I feel fantastic. That's what you've been working for almost a year.
Yeah.
Is to just get your car and your team through all the 13 gates and do it without any injury and bring the car home. I mean, it's a massive achievement. I mean, we're sitting in the studio now. I wish you guys, I hope, are you going to go out there this year? If you can, go. Yeah. And then let's have this interview again. You guys, you will have different point of view. It's very, very tough. So getting to the finish is everything for teams.
Yes, and of course something you've alluded to as well in terms of the world is going that direction in terms of electric, and it's something that I've seen as well in motorsport. I don't know if you're a fan of F1 or a fan of WRC as well, because F1 this year as well, the cars, it's both 50-50 in terms of combustion. It's fuel and electric, so they're trying to see what can happen there and eventually maybe go electric. I don't know what you think think is it the future in terms of just cars and motorsport going forward?
Yeah, I love the WRC, the rally. I think, and you know, it's fantastic that it's here in Kenya. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Major motorsport is starting to insist that they'll keep the combustion engines, but you have to have an element of EV.
Yes.
And I think it's progressing. So sooner rather than later, I think you're going to start to see the ratio being changed. That you got to run your electric, you know, the electric component longer than you run the combustion engine.
Yeah.
I think it's just a question of getting the technology right, making sure the safety is also good for the participants.
Yeah.
And then I think you're going to see more and more pressure for electric mobility going into motorsport.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, electric mobility, the power that comes out of the new batteries these days is incredible. Oh yeah, it's incredible. The torque that comes out of the electric the batteries is really incredible.
Yeah.
So I personally believe that it's going to progress.
Yeah.
If certain events don't adopt it completely, there will be new events that will be developed for electric vehicles.
Yeah.
And I think so. It's one way or the other, but that's the direction we're going to head.
Yeah. And we have our staff here. There's a gentleman called Everest. He loves the Rhino Charge. And the moment he heard we are going to interview, he told me, kindly just ask this specific question. Now for him, he's such a big fan. He has been watching it for a long time. And he sort of feels like the moment now you introduce electric or an EV, inafanya Rhino Charge kidogo inapoteza ile identity.
By the way,
noise, the you know,
petrol heads.
Exactly.
Petrol heads.
That's the thing.
For
him now he feels hey hapana. Sisi tunataka tubaki na the OG.
Sindio bwana.
Yes.
You know, I feel him. Because I used to love the sound of those V8 engines, you know, rumbling in the morning. And you know, those engines just communicate power and strength. And so being in an electric vehicle which is completely quiet, it takes some getting used to it. So I do appreciate where the petrol heads are coming from. There is a thing of beauty about an engine that is, you know, really well, you know, prepared and whatever, you know, it sounds good. You know, it makes it all exciting. But yeah, you know, this is what happens. You know, we have to be prepared for change, especially if it's good. If the change is for our own good, then we have to be prepared for change. I think the petrol heads are gonna keep this thing going for a little bit longer, so the change will be slow, so that we can carry those petrol heads along. Pressure, you know, we reduce their pressure therapy, and then slowly the electric vehicles will come around.
Absolutely. But then talk to us about safety measures for the teams involved, and maybe the spectators also. So for spectators, the Rhino Arc is very, very strict about safety precautions. They have already built roads, spectator roads. That's what the spectators use to go to the designated areas where spectators are allowed to observe the cars from. And spectators are not allowed to veer off those roads, or perhaps you know, set up to spectate in places that the Rhino Arc is not happy with. There's a lot of Rhino Arc marshals on the ground and a lot of safety officials, and so people are always guided. The spectators are constantly guided. They also put up a lot of infrastructure there. So they have first point of cares, first aid, etc., all out there, and they also have air evacuation. That's all arranged both for any spectators who require it, or any of the participants. For participants, they have a massive participants manual, and you must follow all the rules in that manual as they pertain to your vehicle. For our electric vehicle, they even had to develop a chapter around the electric vehicle, just to emphasize some of the safety issues that come with an electric vehicle. One of the big challenges with electric vehicles is the possibility of fire. And so fire suppression systems and drills
are required for us and any teams that will come in the future will be running with electric vehicles. So there's a lot of safety measures. You've got to have helmets. You have to. They go to the extent where they even tell you have to have a bee suit for bees in your car in case you do come across a beehive or you find you're obstructed by bees. They require us to have radios in our car so that we communicate with them. They require us to wear helmets. They require us all to have our own medical insurance that includes air evacuation. They take our blood types. I mean, the Rhino Arc has done a remarkable job about making this event as safe and as fun as possible for everyone to participate.
Fantastic. And of course, just for the team, for your team now this year, what is the goal?
Finish. We want to finish. We want to just get that car and the team to the last gate. We want to finish, and that's what we're thinking about. Really, we're really put in a lot of time and effort on this car, and we're really hopeful that we can come home with a finish. If we get a top 10, that would be even better. But I think finishing would just be fantastic.
Let me just ask this now to you personally, and maybe the team EV team. How big is conservation and sustainability are to you?
Yeah, we I have to say that other than our own personal efforts as a team, the big thing that we do for conservation is the Rhino Charge. We start working on the next Rhino Charge when we finish the one that we're doing. And yes, we participate very actively in the Rhino Arc's activities throughout the year. We of course we try to educate people about what we're doing through things radio like SportyFM. We also engage with our sponsors and raise resources for conservation. And also we plant a lot of trees. We all because we traveled around Kenya so much because of the Rhino Charge. We also started to fall in love with some parts of the country, and many of us have now acquired places in those parts of the country, and we build trees and we engage with the communities there, and we take care of our environment. In addition to that, our children are now getting involved in the Rhino Charge. So they also appreciate what we are trying to achieve, not only in the sport, but also for conservation. So this year we have 2 of them who are of age and who are going to be on the vehicle. And they are going to be part of the team. They're going to run, and that's also part of us, just passing the baton on to the next generation. So, but that's a great challenge, Kwaja. We need to ask ourselves, what more can we do as a team with respect to conservation? How can we be more vocal? How can we be more active? And how can we drive more outcomes in the area of conservation? And I'll take that up as a challenge. And hopefully next year when I sit here, I'll have a long list of some of the other things that we've done other than participate in the Rhino Charge.
Right. And I'm very curious, just in general, in terms of other teams as well, because you have participated in a while. Now, do you see a lot of women participating as well in teams?
Yes, there are several teams that are all ladies teams, and they're very competitive. By the way, they build excellent cars, and they get into the bush there, and they do just as well or better than many of the all male or mixed teams. So yes, there are a lot of ladies, but EV Explorers is also doing something to promote lady engineers, female engineers. So we have a challenge, the EV challenge, where we are inviting women engineers who are currently enrolled in TVET institutions around Kenya. We are challenging them with helping us to improve the vehicle, in different aspects of the vehicle. And we've asked them to respond to those questions in writing, and they are going to go through a contest where we're going to review their responses, and then the best responses will be those engineers will be asked to come into the workshop and implement those solutions on the vehicle, and then they will also get a seat on the team in next year's Rhino Charge, and we will also offer them a 1-year fully paid scholarship at their TVET. And this is just an effort to to bring out the talent from young women engineers, because they are out there, and we want to give them an opportunity to shine and show just how they can also contribute. So we're excited about that. We will be announcing the details of this contest or this competition very, very soon after this Rhino Charge, so that participants will have a chance to respond, and then we shall have a whole event around it where we shall be announcing the winners and also just sharing their solutions with the public.
That's fantastic. That's a very good idea. Yeah, fantastic.
But then in terms of EV Explorers, your team of drivers and the navigators, do you always change the team? Like, for example, the team that led you guys last year, are they the same team to this season and even the next year?
Usually it's the same. So Wagai Kimeria has been our driver since we started. Last year we had a change in the driver because it was the first time we were driving the electric vehicle, and we asked Nick Foley, who is the principal at Foley's garage out in Karen, and that's where the vehicle was built. We asked him to step into the driver's seat because he was literally part of the team that built it, and so we wanted to carry him along, and he was quite willing to do that. But we try to keep things the same. So the driver is the same because he understands us. He understands what we're saying when we're telling him, go this way or turn to your left. He's gotten to understand us. And understanding each other is very important. The navigator also, we usually use the same navigator because they also understand how to quickly do the points, and they can do it without us getting involved. And then the rest of us are just ohereheres. We run in front, we make noise in the bush there and tell them which direction to go. So keeping the driver the same, it helps. But look, like I said, we are starting to hand the baton over to others younger than us, and hopefully that's going to become a trend. So next time maybe you'll hear it's one of the young men in our families who are driving the car.
Yes. And Tim, apart from just a bit of motorsport, what other sports do you enjoy?
Gosh, I try to keep fit. I try to keep fit and go to the gym 3 or 4 times a week. But really, no, I watch more sports than I play. I used to play golf, but I stopped playing golf many years ago. So no, I am a couch sports person.
Football?
I watch football. I watch football a lot. I watch football a lot.
I
knew you were going to ask me that question. I knew you were going to ask me that question. I'm a Liverpool fan. I've been a Liverpool guy all my life, and I have no shame.
For you, I understand. But for Chaps,
I'm a Liverpool fan as well.
You're a Liverpool fan. Don't worry, my sister.
We'll be okay.
Let me tell you. First of all, Liverpool fans are the classiest people in the world.
That's
why atuko wengi. And we don't make a lot of noise. So we are very classy. And number 2, we are very, very patient and organized. So don't worry. You'll soon see us back there. There'll be no noise. But guys will keep knowing that we are the champions. Do you know, by the way, we have 6 European champions.
We have 6.
Yeah. So I don't know what
for you guys, you guys win titles, but you don't do trophy parade
we do. We do it in our, see this other nonsense you have been seeing. I don't know who these guys are. I don't like saying that.
But as we finalize our conversation, since you guys started participating in the Rhino Charge event, what is those disappointing moments over the years that you guys have encountered? Instead of disappointing, let me say memorable moments.
Yeah. So I can say like 2 or 3. The most memorable moment which we had as a team is we finished 5th. I think that was in 2006, if I'm not wrong, or 7. We finished 5th. That was our highest finish ever, and we were very, very proud of that. It was a very tough Rhino charge, but we finished 5th. And then maybe one of the downtimes was one Rhino charge where on the way to the starting checkpoint, the four-wheel drive fell apart.
Yeah.
So we couldn't even start. And that was so disappointing because, you know, getting to the event and not starting, I think it probably feels worse than not participating at all.
Yeah.
So that was that was pretty sad. And then of course our last Rhino charge, when we were saying bye to the Jeep, we that was also memorable because the Jeep had carried us nicely for 9 years.
For 9, yeah.
Yeah, and but getting to the starting point with an electric vehicle was another high point. I mean, that was fantastic. 6 a.m. in the morning, all the other cars are loud and whatever, their engines are growling, and ours was just quiet. I thought that was that was quite different.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But as we complete now, what is that one message that maybe you hope Kenyans can take away from this project that you guys are participating in? You've been participating in for the many years that you've been.
Yeah, so first of all, 2 things. I think conservation has to be on the minds of all Kenyans. This is the only country we have. We need to take care of it, and if we all do that, the result is going to be faster and more obvious. The other message I would say is that, gosh, our young people are so talented, so talented. They are so knowledgeable. Yeah. They are so able, and we need to find a way to get resources into their hands so that they can use their talent to develop our country. Yeah. I think that's what has come out for me in this journey. That these guys who built this thing, I don't think any of them is over 30 years old, maybe even less than 25. But they are just fantastic. They're disciplined, they work hard, they're knowledgeable, they're capable. And if we could just get resources into these young people's hands, I think Kenya wouldn't look back. And then the third one, if you'll just allow me, is that I do really want to mention my sponsors.
Yes.
And I have a short list of them because I want to say thank you. Yeah. We have had very loyal sponsors. I'm gonna go through them in no order, but Valar, who were part of our the process from the time we started last year. Africa Practice has been a massive supporter of our journey. KCB. And the KCB Foundation. Incidentally, KCB Foundation are the ones who are behind the EV challenge for women engineers, and so we thank them very much. KenGen has been a great big supporter. KenGen is actually spearheading the generation of sustainable energy in Kenya, and so they have been very, very instrumental in our journey. Gulf Energy, we can't do without. Trinity Energy, Safaricom came through for us 2 years in a row. Kingdom Bank, incidentally, have also got products that support owners of combustion engines who want to convert to EV. You can go and get a facility from Kingdom Bank, and they can be able to finance you to convert. Silent Savannah, those are the guys who helped us build the car, and they've come through big time. Kenya Breweries through the brand Whitecap. Lake Turkana Wind Power. M-Copper came through this year. Vivo help us with our outfits, so that's why we look really good. Galleria Mall has always come through for us. Those are our good friends. And last but not least, Money Cloud are a microfinance, and they have supported us, and they provide financing to employees of all over the country.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
that's fantastic. At least I've learned a few, 1 or 2 things in regards to Rhino Charge and of course the conservation efforts that of course they taking place across the country. And we wish you all the best as you go and participate in this event. I think it was on the 30th.
Yes,
Yes,
on Saturday.
30th.
It's on Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
In
Saturday.
Samburu County.
Samburu County. So
Yes.
everybody should get up there and have a really good time. Yeah.
That has been our conversation here with Timothy Kabiru, the team leader at EV Explorers Rhino Charge team. Just giving us a lowdown on what to expect this weekend during the Rhino Charge event that's going to take place Kule, Samburu County. Time now is 3 minutes before 12 noon.
SportyFM, Beyond Sport.